Hey Soul Family, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the subscribes, the views, the shares, and the comments. I appreciate everything. Let's ring the bell. Let's clear the energy and see what the message the Spirit has for us this evening. For some reason, I almost felt like I could smell you know how it smells right after it rains? It's like I could smell that. I don't know if it means like newness or cleansing or clearing or but it's like right after the rain, you know. Bottom of the deck we have call for help. It's like somebody realizes now that they need help. They need help with something. And it's maybe because of them feeling like they have to be the center of attention. Everything has to be about them. If it's not about them, it's not going to be about anybody. Someone realizes that they went too far to the left. It's like maybe at one point they put a lot of people in front of them, but instead of balancing that out, now they put themselves in front of everybody. And they want to stop that. They want they want to redeem themselves because they left a really bad impression with somebody. Someone they need help. They want to look at themselves. They want to figure out, how do I go back to the middle? How can I tell when I'm making it all about me, when it's like I'm all in my bubble and I need to be out of my bubble and realize that there is a whole life out there. There's people out there that I'm not seeing because I'm just in my bubble. Someone wants to come back and they want to apologize. They really do. They want to apologize. They feel bad. They feel really bad because you know what? They knew what they was doing. They knew what they were doing, but they want to make it right because for whatever reason they don't want that to be. It was a shock to know that this is how. If it wasn't just you, it could have been a whole bunch of people. It could have been the entire world. How they look at that person, how they see that person. I mean, this person hopes and prays that people don't really see them like that. Not how they were called out, not how they were acting, not how they represented themselves to be. For some reason, they had their representative out there, who they naturally are, who they really are. But when someone told them about their representative and how their representative shows up, it was like a shock. It's like when someone, you're thinking you're looking all cute walking down the street, you know, and strutting your stuff and, hey, oh, I know I'm looking good, whatever, whatever, whatever. And you see men and they trying to talk, but you think that they trying to talk because you can tell they trying to get your attention. And you're like, excuse me, bye, bye. And you just like strutting your stuff down the street. And finally, this woman comes up to you and she's like, girl, all these men been trying to get in touch with you, been trying to get your attention to let you know you've been dragging toilet paper on your heel. Somebody, they was called out like that. So then they realized I was so in my bubble. I was so vain that I didn't take time to see what anybody else saw. Cause I just knew I was the one. I didn't think how anybody else saw it. Maybe this person, they was like coddled as a child. They was the lap child. They was the youngest child. Something about it. Maybe their family spoiled them. Maybe their family built them up. Maybe their family did this, but whatever it was like something in them. It was a spoiled child. They always got what they wanted. So they've been like this. They've always been like this. They've always been a spoiled child. Their family always gave them what they wanted because they were the youngest. But somebody who sees them, who sees right through them, and they cannot hide from as much as they want to. They can't hide from this person because this person sees them, focuses right in them. Even when this person looks away or looks at the ground, or even when this person is not even around, somebody still sees exactly who they are. And that's the person that called them out. That's who called them out. That's who embarrassed them. That's who that's who embarrassed them. At first it pissed them off. At first it pissed them off. And they thought, you know what, that's not me. That's not me. That's not how I act. I'm just not gonna talk to you anymore because that's not how I act. But then when they thought how the other person responded to how they acted, they realized that the other person acted extremely mature and forgiving, kind, compassionate, understanding, and said, hey, listen, I understand that you are not where I'm at, you know, but I'm not where you're at. And what I see is this. It's like it woke somebody up, made them look. I think, I feel like this person kind of went in front of the mirror and just kind of stared at themselves for a while. Just looking, trying to figure themselves out. Trying to figure themselves out and hoping. Just really, really, really hoping that this person, this person that called them out, this person who was the outsider looking in and could see everything. Just hoping that this person would maybe give them another chance, or see that they've changed, and that they are, more responsible now, and they're more loving now, and they're this now, and they're that now. But really, what this person really sees about this spoiled child is that they haven't changed. This child wants to ask for forgiveness for basically trying to take you out, trying to end you, trying to do something, but it all backfired, and now somebody wants forgiveness. They want your compassion. They want your love. They need your compassion, and they need your love. This is why they're asking. They're asking for help because they need to change something about themselves, and they don't know how. It's something about the way that somehow the way that they hate. They need to learn how to redirect that energy and direct it at who is really hurting them. They need to direct that energy at the person who has created the nightmare. But instead, they've been too afraid, too scared, and they've been directing that energy towards someone who did not deserve it. This is somebody who is of nobility. This is someone who is honorable. This is someone who's truthful. This is someone who's stood 10 toes down with them. And this is the person that they sacrificed. They sacrificed because the devil came in and whispered in their ear and promised them a lot of lies. A lot of lies. So they allowed themselves to be swayed, to be guided, to be one of the pack of fools. But now, this person understands and knows things because karma has taken over. This person has been in their lower vibrational energy, and that's exactly what they are receiving in return. they need some help. And you're the only one that can help them. Bottom of the deck. Six of Swords. Someone wants to leave the pain. They want forgiveness. They want to go towards calmer waters. They want to resurrect something with you. Because you're distant. You may even have them blocked. You know, it's somebody who's definitely in their feelings right now because they're really taking heed of everything. They're really taking heed of everything, of how things that they said or did, of maybe how they ghosted you, and they know that they weren't honest with you. They know they weren't fair to you. And this is the truth. They weren't fair to you. They know that. And then they ghosted you. And they know that. Someone is thinking, they're trying to make a plan. They're trying to think about what they can do to turn this Wheel of Fortune back in their favor. Because right now, their life is consumed with the devil. They just don't know this devil is this Queen of Wands. But this Queen of Wands, as you saw, is getting ready to fall. This King of Cups needs to block the devil. If they want to be free. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah. Because that devil brings nothing but chaos and conflict, burdens. This person is understanding now that, you know what, their life has definitely taken a turn for the absolute worst. Taking a turn for the worst. I feel this person is really off balance and they're keeping a lot of secrets. They're keeping stuff inside. They're keeping stuff inside about what someone else has done. And it's affecting their work. It's affecting their work. And they need to get help quick. This person is just about at their breaking point. They need to get help quick because they feel extremely off balance. They know this is not them. This ain't ever been them. They know that they took a wrong turn in El Segundo and they need to go back to El Segundo and make the right turn. Someone knows that they need to ghost the devil and go back to the light. But they're afraid. They're afraid. Something about some quick action that's coming in. They need to just look at all this. Everything is just all this energy, all this fire. See, someone is casting a lot of spells on this person. making this, they're messing with their confidence. They are casting spells on this person. They're making this person feel like a fool. They're making this person feel in regret. They're making this person feel stuck. Someone is casting spells on this person. And the only way for this person to break the spell, if they feel like they cannot go somewhere, the only way for them to break that spell is to get in their vehicle and go exactly there, and do not stop until you get there. Things are going to seem like stuff is happening. If you got to go on the highway, you're going to see a coyote go across. You're going to see this. You're going to see that. It's going to be an accident. It's going to be delays. It's going to be this. It's going to be... But you continue to go. Fight it. You fight through the fear. Fight through the anxiety. Fight through the blockage. You go. That's the only way you break that spell. That's it. Because once you get there and you knock on the door and that door is answered and you enter, it's over. We saw that the Queen of Wands was just about to fall. That devil, she knows her grip is loosening. She knows she can't do it no more. She knows you're the last one. Get in your vehicle and drive. And you don't stop until you get there. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Confirmation. Yeah. It's like someone is, they're hesitant, but they know they want that wheel of fortune to turn in their favor again. It's like they're holding back and they don't understand why they're holding back. They know they want this new beginning. They know they want this new beginning. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. 5 of Swords, the Devil, Queen of Wands, 6 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. This is upset in paradise. Because this Queen of Wands, the one who's casting these spells, is wondering, wait, how come this spell isn't working? How come this didn't work? How come, what's going on? How come the spell didn't work? Because someone, they took control and they walked away. They got in their car and they left, and they didn't stop until they got there. They beat the devil. They won. They won by walking away. Eight of Swords, Lovers, and the Temperance. With the King of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles. So there's blockages that have to be worked through. There's repair that needs to be made because one of these people in this relationship has to be set free. They've been bound for so long, like barbed wire around their soul for so long, keeping them bound and tight and everything else, that they need to be healed. They need to be healed. They need to be spiritually exercised. They need to be spiritually, surgically clean. There's a lot of dark magic that's been worked on with this person that has to be put to an end. And this is the only one that can do it. But the good news is somebody walks away. Somebody takes a stand and they walk away. They say, you know what? No more. Okay. It's like they say, you know what, I'm just gonna keep my tank full. I'm gonna keep my tank full. And one day I'm gonna go to work, and when I go to work, I'm not gonna come back. Page of Cups and Knight of Pentacles. And when that person leaves, it's like they go and they make this long overdue apology. They reach out after such a long time. After such a long time, they finally reach out. This could be somebody's child, I'm telling you. But whatever it is, they realize that they put an end to these plans that they saw were just somebody else that was in, somebody else had these plans. Could have been a Leo. Had these grand plans because this person was all in their ego, all in their pride, all because this person felt jealous. And it's been for years that this person has been bound with this heartache and heartbreak. This years, this person has done this magic spell or whatever to keep these two apart, this empress and this emperor apart. Now, the emperor could still be someone's child. It could just be an adult child. They had to grow up. Grow the hell up. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, because judgment was called. And somebody, oh, judgment was called. Somebody woke someone up. Someone had to tell someone something. Someone said, listen, there is something that you need to know that you don't know. There's a whole lot that you think you know that you don't know. Let me tell you what you were always too afraid to ask, but you should absolutely No. When they received this communication, when they were told what they absolutely needed to know, that's when they made this decision. I got to put an end to everything. Everything that was. It's like this person woke up to what was the truth and what was the lie, what was this and what was that. And this person is like, why do, just that confusion. Why would somebody do this? Why would somebody do that? I don't understand why would somebody, it keeps you, why would somebody do this? This person felt like a fool for following this person. This person was in depression. This person was keeping all this stuff inside, but on the inside, really, really on the inside, they knew exactly how they felt about you. That never changed. That was never going to change. Somebody is wondering, why would you do that? Because of somebody else's ego. That's it. It's no more. It's no less. It's just all about ego. It's all about, I want to win the game. You're an expendable piece, even though you're a person with feelings, with emotions. Even though you're a person, to me, you're just an expendable piece. Because I want to win the game. It's a game. I have to win the game. I always have to be the chosen one. I always have to be the chosen one. I always have to be in a competition to win the game. I did it with your grandfather. I did it with your father. I'm doing it with you. It's a game. I always have to be the chosen one. There's a lot that this person did not take the time to find out, that this person is now finding out. And this person is feeling like a fool, feeling like a confused fool. Why? Most fools don't ask questions. Most fools just take it at face value and keep it going. Keep it moving. Most fools will jump off the cliff following the biggest fool, the biggest devil. They'll jump. And then in the afterlife, God says, why did you jump? And they said, well, somebody else did it. The biggest fools. Don't you want to know? Don't you want to ask questions? Don't you want to let someone else ruin their life while you save yours? Don't you? Don't you want to use some investigative skills? Don't you want to use your reasoning skills? Don't you want to make sure that you don't end up looking like this guy? Sad, busted, and disgusted. I feel like somebody even told you the truth. Somebody told you the truth of what was going to happen, and how somebody was going to try it and what they was going to try. And somebody said they don't know. You don't know. You don't know what they're going to do. Stop it. You just trying to be all negative. You trying to be all negative. You trying to start shit. You don't know what nobody gonna. You don't know what nobody gonna do. You don't know. You just trying to be all. You just trying to be all negative. Okay. Forget I said anything. I mean, if you don't want to be able to protect yourself, you do you. Do you, boo, do you. Because I'm not going to ever stand in your way if you don't want to protect yourself. And that's probably why you're sad. Because somebody told you, but you listened to somebody else. You know? You listened to somebody else because you thought this other person had more worth. Only to find out that this person was keeping secrets. The one thing I'm not ever going to do, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to tell you one time. You want to charge ahead? Go ahead. Can't stop you. Karma will be right there to help you catch your fall. How about that? Now this person is receiving karma. Yep. Now this person is receiving karma. And they're looking at you wondering, wait a minute, this person, and now this person is sitting here wondering if you are loving somebody new. Ain't that something? That's something. This person wanted to ghost you, I believe. This person ghosted you. Now they sitting here worrying if you got somebody new. How does that work out? How does that work out? Please tell me. Who does that? Like seriously, who does that? And then they want to sit here, they thinking about sending you a message. Sending you a message, you know. It's like they want to come home. They're coming home. They letting you know I'm on my way. They're letting you know, hey, I'm on my way. I'm heading down the highway right now. I'm heading down the highway. I'm not stopping until I get there. You know, I thought about this and I'm just doing it. I'm not stopping until I get there. But so keep the front door unlocked. I'm heading down the highway. Yes. Yep. Yes, I'm telling you. This person, it's like they're doing it. They know the truth. They know the truth now. You know, they understand how much pain they caused you. You know, they've been looking at you. They've been looking at you. They've been listening to you. They've been taking your advice. They've been really have an opportunity to really look at you and who you are and everything that people said about you. They see that was not even the truth. That was just a lie. That was a lie. And they see that you're very inspirational. You know, they see all these good things about you, and it's like they sitting here not thinking that, dang, I've turned my back on this person thinking somebody else was going to be better, only to find out that you was the better person, you know? And it wasn't until like it was too late, that's whenever they realized that other person had just been playing mind games and manipulation until they got to the point where they was stuck and they felt like they couldn't come back. I'm gonna do a little bit more. I did not know it's been 40 minutes already. Bottom of the deck. Good. This person has completed some cycles. They are ready to start a new leaf. They're ready. They're traveling. Someone is traveling. They getting in that car and they going. I'm telling you, they putting that curse to rest. You know? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I'm telling you, someone is putting it to rest. Because it's like the lies, the backstabbing, all that stuff. Somebody thought they was getting their way by keeping somebody stuck mentally. I'm telling you, somebody had some spells on them and they was keeping them stuck mentally. They thought they was getting their way. Mm-mm. This person has graduated. This person has ascended. This person is traveling. This person started using their own intuition. It's like all of a sudden they found, I'm telling you, I feel like, or maybe they was following, look, or talking to a tarot reader or spiritualist or something like that, or maybe they started looking or started thinking about themselves because she's pointing at this book. She's pointing at that book, your own book of life. What do you want to be remembered for? So somebody started thinking about that. They started thinking, wait a minute. I mean, looking at everything closely, thinking about all their actions, thinking about, them, everything that they did to keep somebody off balance. Maybe how they followed somebody else and left somebody else out there to fend for themselves. And that was the person who loved them. So somebody's thinking about a lot. But I think somebody talked to them and said, hey, there's a whole bunch you don't know. There's a lot you don't know. Let me tell you about this person. Sorry, y'all. I just don't need to smile funny and my lip crack. Mm-mm. What's the message? Thank you, Spirit. Whoo, yes. Somebody, I feel like, I just kind of feel like a lot lighter than this morning. This morning, somebody felt like they was just up to here. They was just done. It was done. But I feel like they kind of got that out. Yeah, somebody, they're looking at all that now. It's like they're using their intuition so that they can spot somebody trying to be sneaky, trying to win at all costs. If they're trying to do this, trying to do that, they're spotting all that. I'm telling you, this person they're getting ready to take a leap of faith. They're getting ready to take a leap of faith and travel and go home. They getting ready to take a leap of faith because it's like they feel like they need healing. They just been through the whole ringer. They see what it was all about, and it was all about money. It was all about money. None of it was about love. It was all about money, 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 money. Somebody wasn't even putting no action into it. They was lazy, but they was working hard trying to get that money though. That's the whole thing. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Thank you. All of that. Yeah, somebody. Oh, yes, all of it. Okay. So we got the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. So this Queen of Wands, she had, someone knew to do a return to sender. because they did a return to sender to this Queen of Wands. Now, her ass is out in the cold and brokenhearted. And not only that, she has to fend for herself. Ain't nobody else there. She got to fend for herself. Okay. And anything and everything that she thought that she was going to get, everything is done. She's like in a state of depression. She got to fend for herself, all because she wanted to come in between this relationship. She thought that I want to be the chosen one. I always want to be the chosen one. She felt like it was her duty and her right. She could take whatever she wanted. But she can't take anything anymore. Her power, done. She did this to herself. Somebody did a return to sender to her. And it got her. What's the message? Yeah. Someone was stuck. They were stuck for a while. They couldn't figure out why. What's it all about? Now they understand why they couldn't. Because they were under some type of curse. They was under some type of black magic. They was under some type of spell. They was under type of something. But it wasn't until somebody came and told them what's going on. That's whenever they said, "Oh, let me get to moving. Let me get to moving around good." Okay, let me get to moving around good. I'm telling you, they somebody, it was something that someone had to tell them. It changed their life. This person, they was wondering why they could never become unstuck, why they couldn't build, why they couldn't move, why they couldn't do this, why they couldn't do that. Because this curse that this person had put on them. Yes. Someone said, you know what, you're dealing with the witch. Somebody was like, oh, that's why this is happening. This is what this means. This, that. This is why I couldn't return to the person that I love. The person that I want to be with. The person that I can't get out of my mind. This is why I couldn't return to that. Yes. That's why. The thing that you fear the most is the thing that you have to do. That's the only way to break it. That's the only way to break it. Only way to be not afraid of alligators is to swim with the alligators. Although I don't suggest it. Just using it as an example. Unless you're that cuckoo, then do it. Just kidding. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah. So yeah, this is why I'm telling you, it's like a realization. Someone is understanding now. Oh, what? This is why I was off balance. They had that realization. This is why I was off balance. For so long. This is why I felt like I couldn't get it together. What's the message? Yeah, somebody, they want to go. They want to go where they consider home. They're tired of this game. They're tired of this lie. They're tired of this trickery. They're tired of all this bull crap. They did not know about that. When someone told them about, let me sit you down and let me tell you about the ways of the world. When someone told them about how people are, how people can be, how witches appear normal next to you and me. that's when this person really woke up. That's when this person said, oh, life is real. That's when this person said, let me get myself together. Anything else? Yeah. It's like somebody has been like watching you, and you've been setting the example of how to be a loyal person, how to be a loyal mate, how to be a loyal partner. You've been setting the example about loyalty. Somebody's been looking at that, and it's been helping them be able to heal. And whatever this person, this King of Wands, had told this person about, hey, this is what's really going on. You don't know about this stuff. You don't know about it. This is what's really happening. This is what's happening. You don't really know that this is happening. You need to get away. You need to just leave that. If not, you are going to be sad and sorry. That's when this person said it's been past time. It's been past time. I needed to make this decision long ago. I needed to work on this for me. On me. And stop being codependent. Someone understood they needed to work on their communication skills. Let's pull some Oracle bottom of the deck building blocks. They want to start over. It's that fresh rain. That's what that is, that fresh rain. They want to start over. They want to do it right now. They don't want to wait. They want to do it right now. Because they want to mend this relationship. You know, they still ask themselves why. But they know that the more they ask themselves why, they're never ever going to get that answer. They're never going to get the answer. Why did they do this? Why did I this? Why didn't I this? Why didn't I this? But the only thing that they really need to worry about and remember is that all that glitters is not gold. It's sometimes the things that look the dirtiest, the darkest, that's worth the most. Anybody can fake a white diamond, but I think that it's a black diamond that's more exquisite, more rare. Someone needs to learn how they need to go the distance, meaning if you see chaos and conflict, you stand up and you stand 10 toes down for those who have stood 10 toes down for you. Someone knows that they need to mend this right now, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, Now, if they want this new life, they got to go ahead and clean it up. They got to work hard. They got to put in the work. If not, they'll be stuck asking themselves, why? Why? Why didn't I just go? Why didn't I just get in my car and drive? Subscribe.